Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're still waiting on a few people, but we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Don Gatlin. I'm the Customer Solutions Director at Seabrooks. And as many of you know and have joined us for the past couple of monthly webinars, we are doing a series of these various topics on a monthly basis, just as a service to give everyone a forum to discuss things that are of interest. Just to give you a little background about us, Seabrooks is a company that has worked specifically with United Ways for several years now, and we are a software development firm, and we offer various services, and one of them being this free service to where we are producing this forum for all of you. So today we are going to be discussing common language for outcomes measurement, a very hot topic, and I know that I can tell by the registration of over 60 people registered for this today, so we know it's a very hot topic. So we do need to discuss some logistics up front. We have 3 people that have offered to kind of start us off on the discussions, and what we'll be doing is we'll be letting them talk and talk a little bit about what they've done with outcomes measurement and in regards to trying to come up with standard language. And then this is going to be a very open forum. In the past we've been a little strict with letting people talk and trying to hold questions to the end. We do want this to be an open forum, and we want people to be able to freely ask questions. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute everyone, and then I'm going to unmute the people as they're talking, and then you'll notice there's a little raise hand function. If any of you have trouble using that, please chat with me directly as the presenter, and then we'll make sure that you're able to talk, because the most important thing we want today is to have an open discussion with everyone. Okay, so with that being said here, I do want to introduce our first panel member. And this is Tammy Brown, the Community Building and Investment Coordinator with United Way of Pierce County. And they've done some really interesting things there with coming up with some common language. And I want to pass the baton to Tammy. And first of all, Tammy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Are you able to speak to me?
Do you hear me, Don?
Wonderful.
Great. Actually, I have brought Pamela Duncan Pearson. She is our director on community investment. And as we were discussing our community indicators project and the language in that, she is actually the one who will do the presenting today.
Okay, thank you very much, Pam. And if you guys could speak up just a little bit. Some of the attendees are having trouble hearing you. If you could actually, what I'm going to do, give me 1 second here. I'd like to, okay, if you could speak up just a little bit, then hopefully that'll be fine.
Okay, so can everyone hear me? This is Pam.
Yeah, I think that sounds much better, thanks.
So Tammy asked me if I would speak about our indicators and how that whole product came into being. So this is actually taking a step back from standardizing common language. The United Way has a community indicators website, and you can see the URL presented on your screen. And we determined that it was important for us to identify specific measures of our progress with our community impact work. That was pretty much...
Pam, I think it might be helpful for them to actually see this. I think I'd like to share my desktop and share it. Is that okay with you?
That's fine. So, Don, I will ask you to go to different sections of that website once you bring it up.
Okay. Oops. Okay, here we go.
Okay. And so, as I mentioned, the initial thinking was, how do we demonstrate to the community our progress in the work we're doing in community impact? And as we began to identify indicators to measure our work, we realized that we had a bigger opportunity in front of us because there was no one central location to go to access this data. So we found that we could present this as a community repository or compendium of data in areas that speak to the livability of our county. So what you see along the left side are the various categories that we have that we are measuring basically what's going on in Pierce County. And so it therefore goes beyond just using it solely as a tool to demonstrate our progress in the work that we're doing. And this evolution has resulted in our having these categories. And so if you could go to economy, click on economy, Don. For each category, we have, it ranges from 5 to 9 or 10 indicators that we've selected to show what's going on in our community. And an excellent example, if you go to 2D, families living in poverty, can you make the screen a little bigger at the bottom? What if you click, yeah. Okay.
A little better?
A little better. It shows what's going on based upon the data that we've been able to access. In many instances, it's census data or American Community Survey data that's actually part of the census. Depending on the particular indicator, it could be more localized data. It could be from our Office of Public Instruction. It could be from the Health Department.